Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this evening's tropical update. So, the Caribbean disturbance now has a 70% chance of tropical cyclone formation over the next 5 days, and a 30% chance of tropical cyclone formation over the next 48 hours. And this system near Bermuda has been downgraded to a 20% chance of tropical cyclone formation over the next 2 to 5 days, and it looks unlikely that this system is going to develop at all, thankfully. Now let's take a look at the models for the Caribbean system. Starting this evening, we have the broad area, the broad large tropical wave located just west of the southern Windward Islands, bringing heavy rain to Trinidad, Tobago, Grenada, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Barbados, and St. Lucia. And going into tomorrow, we see the rain continue across the Windward Islands, move towards the ABC Islands, and then by Sunday and Monday, we see a weak circulation form northwest of the ABC Islands now by Sunday, October the 30th, but this still looks like a very weak signal, and the European model does not end up developing the system and brings heavy rain regardless to Hispaniola and Jamaica Monday and Tuesday through Wednesday, and the European model shows a weak circulation moving into Belize now by Wednesday, November the 2nd, and bringing heavy rain to areas of northern and Central America. Now, looking at the GFS model, the GFS model starting right now this afternoon is showing a lot of showers and storms across the Caribbean from the Windward Islands through Hispaniola and through Puerto Rico. And going into tomorrow, the GFS starts to show a concentration, a weak circulation form south of Puerto Rico and northeast of the of the ABC Islands. And then going into Sunday and Monday, the GFS is still not showing much intensification of this weak circulation as it moves south of the Dominican Republic. And by Tuesday, the GFS moves a very weak system south of Jamaica Tuesday and Wednesday, and moves this weak system into Central America on Thursday and Friday. So the two main models are still not latching on to the development, but the National Hurricane Center has upgraded this to a 70% regardless because the wind shear across the central and southern Caribbean is light. So if the system takes a southerly track, then it is more likely to develop. And this entire hurricane season, the models have had a very hard time with indicating tropical development. And I do think that I would lean on the National Hurricane Center in this instance rather than the models because they are the experts and they see something that the models are not seeing. Now, regardless of tropical development, we are going to continue to deal with very heavy rain and flooding across the Caribbean. I mean, we're seeing an additional 3 to 5 inches across Trinidad, Tobago, Grenada, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, through St. Lucia, Barbados, and up towards Martinique over the next 5 to 7 days in the European model projected rainfall forecast towards Dominica, Guadeloupe, up towards the northern Lesser Antilles, towards St. Kitts and Nevis. We are going to be expecting another 1 to 3 inches of rain over the next 5 to 7 days in the European model. The ABC Islands, another 1 to 3 inches. Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands looks like a little bit less rain, about 1 to 2 inches over the next 5 to 7 days. Haiti and the Dominican Republic, about 1 to 3 inches. Jamaica, 1 to 2 inches, and then we're still looking at a lot of rain across much of Colombia, Venezuela, and Guyana and Suriname, with widespread 3 to 6 inches and pockets of 7 to 8 inches. So uh, we're unfortunately going to be dealing with more flooding across the Caribbean due to the excess moisture that is in place. And looking at the GFS model for rainfall accumulation across the Caribbean, the GFS is also showing widespread 3 to 5 inches across the Windward Islands, Trinidad and Tobago, Barbados, Grenada, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and the GFS is showing higher totals towards Martinique, towards Guadeloupe and Dominica of 3 to 5 inches, even up towards Antigua and Barbuda, towards St. Kitts and Nevis and the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico. The GFS model is indicating more rain than the European model of about 2 to 3 inches in the northern Lesser Antilles and up to 3 to 5 inches in the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico. Towards Haiti and the Dominican Republic, 1 to 3 inches. ABC Islands, 1 to 3 inches. Colombia, Venezuela, and Guyana and Suriname, about 3 to 6 inches with pockets of 7 to 8 inches, and Jamaica, about half an inch to 1 inch. So, regardless of tropical development, we're still going to be dealing with a lot of heavy rain and flooding issues across much of the Caribbean. So uh, uh, make sure you are avoiding flood-prone areas if you live in the Caribbean over the next several days. So thanks for watching this evening's update on the tropical disturbance in the Caribbean. I will continue to keep you guys updated on the system over the next several days. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful evening, my friends.